Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel and thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day. Yes, guys, you bombarded me with the Nina video, which I was watching anyway. So, guys, that's not okay. I mean, first of all, why do we get to talk about Gypsy Rose? Well, we get to talk about her because she put herself out there and she tried to sell us a bunch of crap that was untrue. And while people did investigative work about it, they found out that it in fact wasn't true and they brought it to the attention of other people. But even without that, anybody listening to Gypsy, because Gypsy's on every platform, including network television, and then some, questioned why her stories were not making sense. Why one story was told differently just didn't make sense to anybody who was listening. So Gypsy, you should be happy that people listen to you, not that they listen to you and then question you and you can't come up with the answer and go ahead and make up falsities about a content creator who's only trying to expose you for exactly who you are, yet you're trying to lie about her. So I think that Nina, unfortunately, showed everything, explained the situation. Here's the thing. Let's say that Nina didn't. Let's just say that Nina didn't have custody of her kids. Would that change Gypsy's situation? Would that change the fact that Gypsy worked and coerced someone to unalive her mom? Would that change the situation that Gypsy has lied about every single thing? Because, see, I don't see where Nina's talking about her family. She's talking about Gypsy. And I'm talking about Gypsy. And a bunch of people are talking about Gypsy because that's what Gypsy wants. The only difference is Gypsy doesn't want this dialogue. She wants us talking about her, but she wants us talking about her in the way that makes her look good, which would make the average person look stupid. And we're just not jumping on board with that. My pup is saying he's not jumping on board with that. So, you know, that was a shitty thing to do, and all it did was reinforce the fact of who Gypsy Rose is, not who Nina is. Nina's integrity was never in question. Gypsy's integrity is in question because of Gypsy. Guys, Gypsy got out from a crime by only serving 8.5 years because she threw somebody under the bus, because she told untruths to this person. This person has said Gypsy tried to undo her mom, unalive her mom, 2 other times before he even signed up for it. And he only signed up for it after he was lied to by being told that an unborn child of his was now unalive because of a feeding tube that Gypsy's mom inserted in her. All of this is, those are falsities, but those are things that Gypsy was told because that's the documentation that the lawyers have. Not only that, there is a video, I think, that Nina exposed having Nick talk about the unaliving. And one of the things we knew about was the BB gun, which I'm not sure that that happened, but the thought that she said it, you know, she's stupid enough to say it, but here's the thing. I can't believe that if there's other things that I don't believe. You know, if her mom saw her do that and still lived in the house, I don't know why Dee Dee didn't call for help. Because then if somebody did that to you, then surely you knew what they were capable of. But there's nobody saying that that was done to Gypsy. So all Nina did, and all Fancy's done, and all anybody has done, is to expose this chromosome deficiency, which Fancy discovered, okay? And then Nina, because we all have this information now, Nina jumped on board and she jumped all over. Gypsy is trying to squish all of this. She's trying to keep all of this stuff quiet so that it doesn't come out to the masses. But the thing is going to come out to the masses. And Gypsy trying to impugn a content creator because of some maybe family difficulties. We all have family difficulties. I don't see where Nina unalived anybody, Gypsy, so I'd keep it in check. You still got us all beat on that bullshit. So I'd keep that in check, because it doesn't look good for you to go after a single mom who's trying to take care of her kids now, does it? Doesn't look good at all. You see what I'm saying? You don't really use your head to make yourself look better. You actually attack the wrong people. You can't read the room. That's the saying, you can't read the room. So what you do is you sell us a bunch of goods, or you try to, and you get a bunch of people to buy those goods about how fire the D is and how happy you are in the marriage and how you're going to show us your best side. And in the meantime, you discard Ryan like he's a piece of garbage. You try to shame him about your dog on the phone, on the text messages, because he's trying to do the right thing by the dog. And he's probably in a really rough situation because he cares for the dog now. So unfortunately, maybe the dog is staying at home a lot. Ryan, look into a cat or some sort of daycare for the dog. But I could see where Ryan would be conflicted in that and trying to do the right thing. And perhaps even reaching out in desperation and saying, I'm going to have to get rid of the dog if you don't come back. There's no crime in that. There's no crime in that. And he ain't seeming so desperate anymore. Gypsy, he smells like the rose. You smell like the poo-poo. And you did that all on your own. All on your own. So while you should keep stump and just walk away, you keep making more and more noise, and it's pissing more and more people off because you have done a foul act. And you used what a lot of people see Nick as a weaker individual, and you manipulated him. And you did it for 3 years because he wasn't that slow. He wasn't that easy to manipulate. And you stayed on him, and you stayed on him, and you stayed on him. And that's what you did. Probably it was you and Dan. There was probably something. But Dan wasn't going to wait 8 years for you. And that was done and over with when you started meeting other people. Okay? So you doing what you're trying to do to content creators by making people look like imperfect human beings, basically. Okay? You don't have your facts straight about Nina. But even if you did, it doesn't take away from what you did. All it does is show that you're even shittier than we all thought. Well done, you, Gypsy Rose. Well done, you. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. Tell me what you think. A lot of you guys sent me this video and were appalled by it as well. Absolutely. You don't do that. All right, guys. Don't forget, please like, subscribe, and share. I'm going live May 24th, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Gypsy Rose. Say hello to me. It's my birthday. All right, guys. Take care. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always, always be kind.